Hello everyone, good evening and welcome to the part 2 of the KubePwn Kubernetes Red and Blue Team Lab series. I am getting a very good responses from all around the internet that the lab that is being provided is super amazing. A lot of new challenges, lot of capture the flags. I have not particularly introduced capture the flags, but I have made it like little bit of hints are there here and there, so that you will be keep on enjoying solving the lab. So this is the part 2 of KubePwn Kubernetes series. So this particular video will be based on setting up the lab in a detailed way. I will explain each and everything, how the lab will be set up, how the lab will be done, and uh, so let's start deploying the lab. So in this part, we'll cover the initial setup and pre-configurations to get your Kubernetes-based lab up and running. Make sure your system is prepared, and this lab has been tested on Ubuntu and Kali, so you can deploy any operating system for Ubuntu and Kali, and it will work super amazing. And follow along with each step to lay the foundation for our future attacks, simulations, and defense. So, before we starting the lab, ensure your Kali is, up to date. So to do that, sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade -5, so that all the systems are running with, all the systems are running properly. Once, just give it a few minutes and it will be done. Let it fetch. So I'm just pausing my video for a minute so that, or I don't need to pause it. Let me check how much time it is going to take to update it, because I want to give you each and everything in a real way. That is why I didn't do it in, previously. Else I would have just updated and upgraded my machine. This lab, till the time it is updating, this lab will give you already in my introduction video, I have said that this lab is super amazing. When I was creating this lab, my only thinking was that this lab should be completely based on the real world environments, and so that every user or every DevOps engineer or every DevSecOps engineer or every Kubernetes administrator who is deploying Kubernetes, and every Kubernetes security architect, they should know what attacks are going in the world. In future, I might include certain other attacks, and if you want to collaborate with me, I am more than happy to collaborate with you as well. So so that we can make this KubePwn even more interesting and more reliable for our users. So just give it few seconds. I think it is done. And yes, it's getting completed. So before that, I was planning to release this series on Udemy, but then I thought, but a lot of my friends who saw the lab guide and lab manual, which I will upload for sure in coming days, because I'm just working on refining it and giving it a nice look, just doing it a little bit. And once it is completed, I will, put the complete lab guide on my GitHub portal as well, so that along with the video series, you will have the guide as well, so that you can work on that. And plus, I will also try to upload it on the Medium, so that the complete series, so that you can have access to the complete series. Okay, let me pause for a second so that it gets completed. Okay, so my Kali is completely updated. The next tool that I'm going to deploy is my Kind, which is the which will help me to deploy Kubernetes in the Docker format in a single node architecture. Because I told in my introduction video as well that this KubePwn, I have built it with an idea that it is based on the single node architecture, but it will give you the real view of the worker and the control plane as well. So what kind does is it helps us to run the Kubernetes cluster within the Docker containers. So let's install it by downloading the kind. So we can use the curl. So this is for my Kali version. You can, based on your operating system, if you are using Ubuntu, download the Ubuntu. So what we need to do, we need to just chmod plus x kind. Okay, I think this is kind, and sudo move kind to user local bin, and we can do kind minus help, and here we go. Kind is there. Let's check its version. Oops. Actually, this is the flag. Okay, so this is my kind version as of now. Uh, let's now install the kubectl. Kubectl is nothing but it helps us to manage the Kubernetes cluster. I am planning to release one video on Kubernetes architecture, but I thought everyone who is using this lab will have idea about how Kubernetes architecture works. But if anybody wants, I can create a video on Kubernetes architecture as well. So what kubectl does is kubectl helps us to deploy the sorry, it helps us to manage the Kubernetes cluster using the CLI module, and I personally like kubectl a lot. So you can download the kubectl, and similarly, just give it a second. I think it's a huge finding. Chmod x kubectl. Sudo done. Let's move the kubectl to user local bin. Let's do kubectl -o. Here we go. Let me just do a quick version check. What happened? Oops, sorry. Kube version is this. This is my client version. Client and the server version. Okay, done. Let's just install the Docker. Sudo apt install Docker IO, Docker CLI, and Docker Compose. This is already of the latest version. So sudo, let's enable the Docker. Sudo system enable Docker. Let's enable it. Then we can start system ctl start Docker. Then we can go for sudo system ctl status, that it is running completely fine here, and these are some of the logs under which the Docker is being there. Let's now focus on yes. So always remember that when you are deploying this Docker in any of your environments, whether AWS, Azure, GCP, or even in your local environments, make sure that uh, that Docker should not be running with your sudo permissions. So to do that, what I will do, sudo -ag docker $user. Now what it is going to do, it will add my uh, user to the Docker group, so that whenever I'm running the Docker, I don't have to uh, 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 use a sudo command to perform the Docker, basically the containerization basically. So if I want to do docker -l, yep. So see that it is working very fine. Sorry guys, in between some issues happened. That is why I just paused the video. So we have added the user to the Docker group. So let's now clone the, oops, let me just KubePwn repository. So you can clone my repository from GitHub, and then you can just go to this. And once you are into this, the only button that, or the only command that you have run is, sorry, is Python 3 deploy.py. That's it. And everything it will do, everything. You don't have to worry about it. I just, once it will take some time based on your internet connection, and, and based on everything, based on the prerequisites, it will set up each and everything for you. So give it a little bit of this thing. Give it some time. Within it will take around 5 to 7 minutes. I have added a lot of other stuff as well in this, because a lot of issues we were getting with some other operating systems when users were deploying it on Parrot or some things, but now those are being fixed as well. So you can utilize this deploy.py, and it will deploy each and everything on your operating system, on your Debian based operating system. Okay. So I'll quickly pause this video, and once it is being deployed, I'll reconnect back with you. Give it like a 5 minutes. Once it is done, I'll reconnect to it. So here we go. The lab is being deployed. This time it took a little bit of time. I don't know why. Maybe because of internet connection. So the lab is fully deployed. Now I have set up the Loki graph. The lab is being available on port 8080. If I'll see, let me just copy link address. You can either use localhost as well, or you can use the private endpoint IP address if you want to use this application out of your VMware, which I'm using. If not, you can use the Kali machine itself. So this is your landing page, which we have talked about. This is the attack chain, what we need to do. So once the lab has been deployed, now the next thing that we have to deploy is our SIM solution. So to deploy the SIM solution, we need, so admin will be the user, and password will be, we need to decode it, because what I want is, for example, if you are giving somebody else the different user with little bit of with higher privileges, lower privileges, and so on in your environment, when multi people are solving your Kubernetes lab in your different environment, they can use different credentials, but the admin credentials should be secured. So what I did, they inverted like this. We could have set up admin as well, and then later you can change, but I don't want to keep it over there. Once you deploy it, what you need to do, you just forward the port to port 3000. So this, once the port forwarding is done, you copy and paste the credential which you have taken out from by decoding by decoding password for Grafana. So let's load up Grafana. Grafana is running on port 3000, and here we go. So this is my old password. I will remove it. I will put new password. I will copy it, and done. Password is updated. So this is the your Grafana dashboard. I really like Grafana a lot, and I have been using Grafana from a very long time. Uh, I'm not comparing this with the traditional SIM solutions, or traditional dashboard solutions, but this particular is way beyond of its time, way beyond its time, which the SIM solutions are present, especially Wazoo as an open stack. So, I personally like Grafana a lot. I have deployed that in a lot of startups. So, when I used to do freelancing, I have deployed the same in a lot of startups. I have helped them without taking any money. So, a lot of these startups are of my friends only. So, don't worry about it that I have taken any money. I have deployed this Grafana in a lot of my friends' startup, and fetching the logs here and there, because startups don't have that lot of money. So what I did, I set up with the security engineer, and they only hire one or two security engineer max, and and then they tend to manage everything, and two engineers cannot do everything. You need to meet compliance, pen testing, red teaming, blue teamings, threat hunting, DFIR, and so on. So that is how the things are in the market. So what you can do is you can go to public dashboards. You can fetch public dashboards if you want to. If not, I will directly go for the Loki. You can go for Loki over here, and oops, sorry, let me go to dashboards, and I need to import a dashboard. To import the dashboard for Loki, the port ID is 15141, or you can simply go to Google and take its JSON model, and here we go. Or if I'll go back, if you want to explore, oh sorry, if I'll go to dashboards, if I'll go to import, let's see what dashboards Grafana usually provide. Okay, so these are the dashboards that Grafana provide, whether it is with the Istio, Node, RabbitMQ, and a lot of things. So, for example, if you want to deploy Kubernetes cluster monitoring, okay, so here we go. This is how your Kubernetes cluster monitoring will look like. This is your YAML file. You can copy paste this YAML file into your Grafana, and it will start loading up your dashboard in this. So for this, I am using the Loki. If I search for Loki, here we go. I don't know whether we will get it over here. Let it load. Grafana Loki. If you go to OSS project, here it has showcased how you can embed Loki with Grafana, and some of bit of marketing and teams as well. So we will import Loki by using the ID number, and it has now given me a unique identifier, which is this. And I will import the Loki, and once Loki is imported, I am start getting the logs. Okay. So here we go. So that's all for this video basically. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and the lab setup is pretty quick and pretty easy. I want you all to enjoy this lab series. I will be keep on uploading videos, and now I am fully back in action. I hope you enjoy this video, and keep following, and keep sharing stuff in the community. This helps the community to uh, grow long. So thank you everyone. Thank you for all your time. Have a nice day.